Hello fellow Simagicians and welcome to another episode of the You Ask, We Answer series. This is a series where we go into the questions that you have for us on social media platforms. So without any further ado, let's get into today's questions right now. So the first question of today is from Chris C3825 and he's asking, can you explain wheel speed a little bit more? There's a lot of discussion going on around on how this affects the rawness of the force feedback and confusion to why 0 or 100 might be more realistic depending on the sim and car. So the wheel speed in the SimPro settings are referring to the rotation speed of the axle, while faster wheel return speed is going to give you a sharper and more crisp response. It's going to give you less weight on the wheel, while a lower wheel speed is going to give you a little bit more weight and friction on the wheel, but it also helps you steady the wheel motion a little bit. You can also sort of think of it as a combo between the natural damper and the wheel friction on the SimPro settings. So the next question of today is from @RoadRashHD, and he's asking, question, will Simagic ever come out with a standalone button box? And another question, will Simagic ever come out with a big wheel for a truck simulator? Interesting. Button box is indeed something that is worth looking into. So perhaps it's something that we'll be investigating more resource on doing. Trucking though, it hasn't really been our thing, but maybe. It looks fun. So let us know down in the comment section below if you guys want to see us do a truck wheel. So the next question is from Tom Google 9961 and he's asking, he has a question to the 1000 hydraulics and he has a feeling there's some air in it. How can I bleed the system? So for this one, he's referring to the vapor lock that exists within the P1000 hydraulic module. So what you want to do when you want to release that vapor from the module, you want to firstly take out the module, separate it from the pedal, and then you want to remove all the elastomers that is inside the cylinder. And then what you want to be doing, depending on the module, for this one, I have the inverted hydraulic module here. So you want to have the fluid container on top, and then you have the bottom of the module below. And then what you want to do is to start pushing as if you are braking, and then start to use that pressure to push that air all the way from the pump back into the side pump and then back into the container. That way you can remove the vapor from the module and then you will be able to use the module normally again. So for the next one is from Wayu Agno Nugara. Sorry if I absolutely butchered your name there. He's asking, can we share some future plan, perhaps a new hardware or some feature updates? Now, if you can recall, for the last year or so, apart from the GT Neo, we haven't released anything up in the Golden Trio lineup. So you can imagine we will release something down the road to complete the affordable Golden Trio lineup alongside the GT Neo. If you know, you know. So wrapping up with today's last question is from Llewellyn Joash James. Same thing, sorry if we butchered your name there. He's asking, did we find out anything that happened to Jardier, the YouTuber's broken GT Neo wheel? His reason asking is that he wants to invest in the wheel because he really enjoys the GT style wheels. So for Jardier's GT Neo, we have received the broken unit back from him and we've done some investigation and study into it. And so far, we haven't found out anything that is inherent with the GT Neo design. So we suspect that this one could be a rare occurrence for perhaps a flawed model for his beta wheel since we sent it before the actual production went live. So if you are a current owner of the GT Neo wheel or you are planning to investigate into one, there is no need to panic about it. It shouldn't break up on you if you are using it as intended. Unless you're trying to break it, of course. So that's all the questions for today. If you have any of your questions that you want to ask us, feel free to drop down in the comment section below as usual. And don't forget to follow us on various social media platforms if you haven't already. But until then, we'll be seeing you guys in our next video. Keep racing, Simagician.